I can look like I am perfectly fine. I'm actually better than fine. I'm thriving. When in reality, I'm barely surviving. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I hope you are doing very well. I have not been doing so grand and I'm going to speak about it today. This episode is going to be very short, very sweet. It's as it says on the label, survival mode. That is what today is about. And honestly, I can say one phrase and mic drop and leave, which is living on the bare minimum is surviving. And if you're surviving, you are not living. Boom, mic drop, done. That is literally the episode. If you continue to listen to me, I'm gonna ramble and then give you a song of the week, so you can skip to that if you want, or you can just listen. I'm not gonna be long. I do not intend to be long at all, because as I said, I've been in survival mode and I have made myself brain dumps of to-do lists because I've just been so overwhelmed with everything I need to do, want to do, have to do, don't want to do but need to do, that I've just overthought myself into a hole and I'm crawling myself out of that same hole. And that's kind of where this thing came from, of I'm living on the bare minimum, meaning I am surviving. I am in survival mode. You are not yourself when you are surviving. Because if you're surviving, you can't be thriving. It's not possible. You can't have absolutely nothing in the tank to give, but show that you are thriving. Like you have no care in the world. No, you have nothing. You have no care. You have got no self-care. It is ridiculous, which is exactly what I've been. And I've been trying to get out of it, which has not been the easiest thing, but there are just tiny, tiny little things that do help. I'm not saying do this yourself, but I went and got my hair done. And I haven't had my hair done in forever. My sister dyed my hair, or bleached it. She bleached my hair blonde 2 months ago. My hairdresser took one look and was like, ooh, I can fix this, don't worry. And I'm like, thank you, that's all I need. I cut a whole lot of hair off because it needed a good health cut. And she toned my hair. The blonde looks so much better. It's got highlights, lowlights, all the things. And I'm smiling even just thinking about it, because that's genuinely what it is. It's something I did purely for myself. I did this cool Instagram thing that I'm super proud of. And there's more stuff. I posted that on Instagram, and I never used to post my face. I think it's the second time I've posted my face, and I was super happy because I love the way it turned out. I will include a clip of it in the video version when I get there, of me just swiping the phone up and down across my face and hair to kind of show you the before, the during, and the after. It was so cool. And my friend actually called me about it. She video called me while holding her baby, because she's like, I just saw it and I thought it was so cool and I just needed to call you. So it's the small things like that that really just make a person's day and puts you in a better mood. So I've been surviving and I haven't been thriving, and that's not good. And I always like to include a lesson or, step-by-step instructions, if you will. I don't want to generalize because that's not the thing. As I've mentioned, disclaimer, depression. I have been diagnosed with severe depression, and the worst thing for me is that it's not just severe depression that I've been diagnosed with. I've been diagnosed with high functioning severe depression, which means I can look like I am perfectly fine. I'm actually better than fine. I'm thriving. When in reality, I'm barely surviving. And that is the worst thing, because I never want to be a burden to others. And that's the worst feeling ever. And because I know that about myself, I'm just do all the little niggly bits to get it out of your system. I brain dump the to-do list. I pull out my planner and my calendar. And this time I didn't. What I did instead was focus on, what do I want to do? Not what do I need to do. And I wanted to do my hair. And sometimes when you focus on what you want, things happen. And it's funny because the message between myself and my hairdresser, because I have her on WhatsApp, obviously we're in the 21st century, I had literally sent her a message, and almost 15 to 20 seconds later, her message came through of her telling me her specials after I had just replied to her WhatsApp stories. What's that thing called? Your WhatsApp status, announcing her specials. Like I said last week, everything happens at the perfect time. So I immediately then booked it. I think this was last week Monday, and I went last week Thursday for my hair because it was finally a sunny day. I made a day of it. I did all my things. I recorded a Christmas in July that same Thursday because I got a Pokeball. So I literally took a different approach to it, and my things won't work for everyone. You might not be a hair girly, but you might be a nail girly, or you might be a massage guy. Whatever you want, whatever feels good to you, go do that. Maybe a facial. But I want to challenge you to not think of what you need to do and just force yourself to get those needs met. Try and find a want, something that you truly want, and you're just like, you know what, forget everyone else. This is what I want, and I'm going to do it. Do that for yourself. You are worth it, and so much more. Because for me, my hair is done. I'm golden. I take a shower, pamper my skin a bit, maybe do my nails, and I'm a whole new person. Like, that's what like self-care is what I need. Throw on a face mask if I can, and I'm golden. Like, leave me alone. Let me do my thing. Those days I tend to even binge watch a show, or at least a few episodes. But everyone is different. Do what you need to do for yourself, because living for other people will make you miserable. It's a lesson I keep having to learn, and my brother put it to me so beautifully, but I'm not going to repeat it. But basically, don't live for other people, live for yourself, because if you tie your happiness to other people, you will always be disappointed, or you'll always disappoint them. Go after what you want, because no one else can. Only you can go after what you want. So do that. Do not be in survival mode. Don't live on the bare minimum. And I'm meaning this in the emotional sense, possibly bordering on the physical sense. Don't give your cup to someone else. Throwing your cup over into someone else's cup is already bad enough if you don't spare enough for your own needs and maintenance. Some people just give away the whole cup and then they have nothing. Don't do that. Just don't. Be Delulu. Go after what you want, no matter how crazy it seems, and make yourself happy. Do that. Because no one else can give you what you want, and if they could, you wouldn't want it, because what's the point of just getting something thrown in your lap? Like, no thank you. That's not fun. So don't do that. And I'm going to move on to the song of the week, which is Survivor by Destiny's Child, because that is sometimes the song you need when you are in this mode. Because yes, you are a survivor. You will make it. You will survive and keep on surviving. But at one point, you need to stop surviving, do your best, and start thriving. It's not worth it to forever be in survival mode, because survival mode is literally for that. Survival. It's not long-term sustainable and doable. Don't do it. It's like a crash diet. You only need it for that period in your life to get through it, and then you build back up. I don't know how many of you can relate to this, but there was always this time at university where everyone is just high-strung and you are in survival mode. You aren't eating, you are having Red Bull energy drinks, you are constantly experiencing heart palpitations, and you just need to survive exam week. And then you're fine. Like, that is what it is. You are just surviving a short period in your life, and then you're moving on. Survive, move on, and thrive. And the moving on is a whole other thing I will save for another day. But trust me, understand survival is a season, not your whole life. It is a short period of time, and then you move on. Hopefully like winter will be, because I'm dying of this cold. That is my 2 cents. Short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're going to try this. And let me know if you can relate to it in the comment section. I hope that you will keep being a better being for yourself. Okay? Do it for you. Be your own cheerleader. You do that. And then I will see you in next week's episode. Love you. Bye.